Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll see how to find the sum of n terms of a finite AP. As I am saying n terms, it shows it's an finite AP. It means it has a fixed number of terms. So let us see how to find the sum of n terms of of finite AP. Okay, see, suppose if I say sum of n term is Sn, so I can write Sn is equal to A, okay, then A plus D, then A plus 2D up to A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, here A is the first term, D is the common difference. So this will be the AP, and now what I have to find sum of all these terms. Now if I rewrite the same terms in the reverse order, here I can write Sn equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, okay, plus A plus n minus 2 into D. Okay, what I did, I just wrote all the terms but in reverse direction. I wrote the first term, last term as the first term, second last term as the second term, third last term as the third term as the third last term, and so on. So here it will become A plus n minus 3D. And finally over here I will write the first term. Okay, now if I add these terms, if I add these two in term to term, let us see what we will get. See here, Sn plus Sn, that is twice of Sn, is equal to, now a plus n minus 1 into D, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into D, okay, plus, now if you add these two again you will get 2a, and over here D plus, okay, D plus n minus 2D. That means if I take D common, 1 plus n minus 2, that means ultimately I will get n minus 1 into D. Similarly, if I add the terms over here, a plus a, again 2a, and over here 2d plus n minus 3d. Now if I take d common, 2 plus n minus 3, that is n minus 1d. Okay, so again I will get n minus 1 into d. So you can observe that if I add the first term and the last term, second term and the second last term, third term and the third last term, in order, every time I am getting 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Similarly over here I will get 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so here how many terms are there? N terms. So I can say I will get this 2a plus n minus 1 into d how many times? N times. So twice of Sn is equal to n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, 1 time, 2 time, 3 times, so n times. So n times 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn is given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula to find the sum of n terms of an AP. Sn is given by n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now see here I am rewriting this, it is n by 2. Now 2a I am writing as a plus a. Okay, this 2a I wrote as a plus a plus n minus 1 into d. Now you can see over here, that is n by 2 and a as it is. Now a plus n minus 1 into d, that is the nth term. This is the formula of nth term, and as the AP has exactly n terms, so nth term will be the last term, so I can replace this by L. So this is also a formula, Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus L. So when last term is given, we will use this formula. If last term is not given, then we will use this formula. So please note it down, then we will see questions based on this formula. Okay, so very first question is find the sum of first 22 terms. Find the sum of first 22 terms of AP of AP 8, 3, minus 2 and so on. Okay, so what we have to find? Sum of first 22 terms. That means we have the value of n. As AP is given, we have A and D as well. So here A is equal to 8, D is equal to 3 minus 8, that is minus 5, n is equal to 22 because we have to find the sum of 22 terms. Now we'll apply the formula. Now Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So S22, that means sum of first 22 terms is equal to 22 by 2, 2 into a, that is 8, plus 22 minus 1 into d, that is minus 5. Okay, so S22 is equal to, here we'll get 11, 2 into 8 16, plus 21 into minus 5. So S22 is equal to 11 into 16 minus 105. So finally I can say sum of 22 term is 11 multiplied by minus 89. So ultimately my final answer is 979 with negative sign. So this is the final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is find the sum of first 1000 positive integers. Find the sum of first 1000 positive integers. Okay, we have to find the sum of first 1000 integers. So first 1000 integers are 1, 2, 3 up to 1000. Okay, so here I can say here a is equal to 1, d is equal to 1 and n is equal to 1000. Also I can say also L is equal to 1000 because last term is 1000. Okay, so now I can find the sum of all these terms. Now Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so S1000, sum of first 1000 integers is 1000 by 2. Okay, see there are two ways. As I told you, there are two formulas. If you know the last term, we can use second formula as well, but I will give you the solution with both the formulas so that we can check whether we are getting the same answer or not. So 2 into 1 plus 1000 minus 1 into 1, therefore S1000 is equal to 500 over here 2 plus 1 2 plus 999. Okay, 1000 minus 1 is 999. Okay, so sum of 1000 terms is equal to 5000 multiplied by 1001. Okay, so sum of first 1000 integers, positive integers, is equal to 5005000. Okay, 5005000. This is the sum of first 1000 terms. Now let us see the same solution with the help of another method. Fn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. So S1000 is equal to 1000 by 2 into a plus l, that is a is 1 plus l is 1000. Okay, so S1000 is equal to 500 multiplied by 1001. So S1000 is equal to 500500. Okay, here it is 500, not 5000. So this will be the final answer. 1000 by 2 is 500. So 500500. So you can see the answers are same in both the cases. So please note it down. You can use any method. There is no restriction. Either you want to use this one or this one. Okay, so please note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is find the sum of first n positive integers. Find the sum of first n positive integers, or if I say find the sum of first n natural numbers, is the same thing, because first n positive integers means first n natural numbers. Let us see. So first n positive integers are, we'll start from 1 2 3 and up to n, because isn't any numeric value, that is as per the previous question. Over there it was 1000, might be 10,000, might be 700, but here they are n positive integers, so last integer will be n, nth integer. Now here a is equal to 1, d is equal to 1, and n is equal to n. Okay, nth term is n itself. Now Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l, or here if I say last term is the nth term, that also okay. So Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. So this is my answer. Sn is equal to n plus 1 by 2. Sum of first n natural numbers or sum of first n positive integers. See, we can use this formula directly. For example, in the previous sum it was asked that find the sum of first 1000 natural numbers or 1000 positive integers. I can simply put n equal to 1000. So you can see here you will get 1000 into 1000 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 500 into 1001. So you have to remember this might be asked in MCQ part, that what is the sum of first n natural number. So you should remember n plus 1 by 2. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, next question is find the sum of, next question, find the sum of following APs. Find the sum of following APs. In this first one, 0.6, 1.7, 2.8, 200 terms. Okay, so there are 100 terms whose sum we have to find. So let us see its solution, then we'll see the second one. So here simply we can say what, a is equal to 0.6. Now what if we talk about d, that is 1.7 minus 0.6, that is 1.1, and what is the n, that is 100. That means we have to find the sum of 100 terms of this AP. Okay, so now formula, now Sn is equal to a plus, sorry, Sn is equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so S 100. Okay, we have to find the sum of 100 terms. So S 100 is equal to n by 2, that is 100 by 2, 2 into a, that is 0.6 plus 100 minus 1 into 1.1. So only thing is that there is a little bit, might be little bit complicated calculations, otherwise nothing in this question. Simply you have to put the value in the formula. So 100 by 2, that is 50. Okay, now 2 into 0.6, that is 1.2 plus 99 multiplied by 1.1. So S100 is equal to 50 into 1.2 plus, now over there multiplication, (108.9). Okay, so S100 is equal to 50 multiplied by, now if you add these, here it is 1.2. 110.1. Okay, now final answer, just you have to multiply these two to get the final answer. Therefore S100 is equal to 50 into this, or here I can do it here only. S100 is equal to 5505. That is the final answer. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, in the same, find the sum of the following APs. In this, next one is 1 upon 15, 1 upon 12, 1 upon 10, up to 11 terms. To 11 terms. So let us see its solution. Okay, so here A is equal to 1 upon 15, D is equal to 1 upon 12 minus 1 upon 15. Okay, so here it is a little bit, I won't say complicated, but yes, you have to show the calculation because it's not easy to calculate directly. So here LCM is 60. So D is 1 upon 60. Okay, now I will apply the formula of Sn. So now Sn is equal to, one thing more, here we have D, that is 11. Here Sn equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So S11 is equal to 11 by 2, 2 into a, that is 1 upon 15, plus 11 minus 1 into D, that is 1 upon 60. So S11 is equal to 11 by 2, over here 2 upon 15 plus 10 upon 60. Okay, so S11 is equal to 11 by 2, 2 upon 15 plus 1 upon 6. Okay, 0 and 0 I can cancel, so 1 upon 6. So finally, just it is the addition of rational numbers. Here LCM will be 30, 4 plus 5. So further over here S11 is equal to 11 by 2 multiplied by 9 upon 30. Okay, so finally S11 is equal to, we can again cancel this, 3 3s are 9, 3 10s are 30. So 11 into 3, that is 33, 2 into 10, that is 20. So sum of 11 terms of given AP is 33 upon 20. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now next question is find the sums given below. Next question is find the sums given below. Okay, so in this minus 5 plus minus 8 plus minus 11 plus minus 230. Okay, now if you directly start with a equal to minus 5 and then find d and n, so there will be incorrect. Why? Because it is not given whether this sequence is an AP or not. So first of all we have to check whether this is an AP or not, and if it is an AP then we can apply the formula. However, as per your syllabus, definitely this will be AP, but still you have to show that portion in the solution part, whether the sequence is an AP or not. So let us see how to solve this. Okay. A2 minus A1, that is minus 8 minus 5, so minus 8 plus 5, that is minus 3. A3 minus A2. If you remember, we solved this type of question in very first or second lecture. Over there some sequences were given to us and it was asked find whether the given sequences are in AP or not. Over there we used to do this. So here again we used to do this because it is not given whether the sequence is an AP or not. So then A3 minus A2. So minus 11 minus 8, that is minus 11 plus 8 minus 3. Okay, only 3 terms are given, so we will check up to that. These two are same. So here A3 minus A2 is equal to A2 minus A1 is equal to minus 3. Thus given sequence is an AP with, or we can say now for given AP, A is equal to minus 5, D is equal to minus 3 and L is equal to minus 230. Now we will find the sum. Now to obtain the sum we definitely need the number of terms, which is not given over here, but it is given the last term is minus 230. So as we have first term and the last term, it is possible to find the how many terms are there in AP. Okay, so now suppose nth term of given AP is minus 230. Therefore an is equal to minus 230. Therefore a plus n minus 1 D is equal to minus 230. Now a is minus 5, okay, plus number of term that we are going to find. Why we need this? Because we need to find sum of the terms, and for that we must need the number of terms, and D is minus 3 is equal to minus 230. So minus 5 minus 3n plus 3 is equal to minus 230. Now minus 5 plus 3 minus 2 minus 3n minus 230. Okay, so now I can say minus 3n is equal to minus 230 plus 2. So minus 3n is equal to minus 228. Therefore n is equal to minus 228 upon 3, 228 divided by 3, that is 76. Therefore this AP contains 76 terms. Now we will find the sum of the terms. So note it down, then we'll see how to find the sum. Okay, we can say this is almost the previous sum. That means we have A, we have D, as well as we have number of terms. Okay, and one thing more over here, this is the first question in which we use both the formula. That means first we have to use the nth terms formula to get the n, and now we'll use the formula to find the sum. Also here we have to use one concept which in which we have to show that the sequence is an AP. So now Fn is equal to n by 2 a plus l. Okay, I can use both the formulas, but as I have last term, so I'll go with this formula. This will save my time. Not much, but definitely a little bit. So F76. Okay, because now we have the value of n, which is 76. That means this AP contains 76 terms. So 76 by 2. Now A is minus 5 and L is minus 230. So F76 is equal to minus 5 minus 230, that is minus 235. Minus 235. So their product is the final answer, S76. Okay, so think for a while, sorry, calculate by your own, then I will give you its solution. Okay, so if you multiply these two, you will get 8730 with negative sign. Okay, 8730. So please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, let us see the next question. Okay, now next question is in an AP, okay, now some of the variables are given to you and some you have to find. So in an AP, A equal to 5, D is equal to 3, A and 50. D is equal to 3, A n is equal to 50, find Sn. Okay, first term is given, common difference is given, A n, that means you can say last term is given and you have to find the sum of n terms. Now this is exactly the question that we done in the previous sum. Over there again a1 an was given. Actually an was also not given. First we used to find an was given and first we got the value of n. So here again as an is given, first we need to find the n, that means number of terms, then only we can find the sum of terms. So let us see. So an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, and an is what? An is 50. So we'll start in this way. An is equal to 50, but an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, so that is equal to 50. Now a is 5, n we have to find, d is 3 is equal to 50. So 5 plus 3n minus 3 is equal to 50. So 3n is equal to 50 minus 2. Okay, 5 minus 3 is 2 and then that 2 I took on the side. So 3n is equal to 48, n is equal to 16. So it means this AP contains 16 terms. Now we'll find the Sn. Okay, so now Sn is equal to n by 2 a plus l or a plus Sn, because an is the last term, as 16th term is 50 and we have to find the sum of 16 terms. No doubt it may have 20 terms or 24 terms, but we have to find the sum of first 60 terms. So 68th term will be the last term and whose value is given. So F16 is equal to 16 by 2, A is 5, L is 50. So F16 is equal to 8 multiplied by 55. So S16 is equal to 440. Okay, so this is my final answer. Please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, so now let us see the next question. Okay, again it is given in an AP, D is equal to 5, in an AP D is equal to 5, S9 is equal to 75, find A and A9. Find A and A9, yes, or T and T9. So, okay, here D is given, S9 is given. Now, what you need to find A, and we need A. So, although here it is written to find A, but suppose it is not given that to find A, definitely you need A to get the value of A and. So, two quantities are given, D and Sn. So, let us start with Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So, S9 is equal to 9 by 2, 2a plus 9 minus 1 into D, which is 5. D is 5. Also, S9 is 75. 75 is equal to 9 by 2, 2a plus 8 into 5, that is 40. Okay, 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 into 5, 40. So now you can see this is an equation in single variable in which a is variable, so I'll definitely get a. Okay, so here 75 is equal to 9 by 2 into 2 a plus 20. What I did, I took 2 common, okay, so that I can cancel these 2. So here I left with a plus 20. So 75 is equal to 9a plus 9 into 20 is 180. Okay, so 75, or I can say 9a is equal to 75 minus 180. Therefore 9a is equal to minus 105, and ultimately here I will get the value of a. Okay, therefore I can say a is equal to minus 105 upon 9. So a, now I can simplify this, minus 35 by 3. This is the value of a. Okay, think for a while or try to get the value of a n by your own, then within a 1 minute I will give you the solution. Okay, now we'll find an. So now a9 is equal to, or better to write now, an is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So a9, that means n equal to 9. So 9 by 2, 2 into a, that is 2, now a is minus 35 by 3 plus n minus 1, that is 9 minus 1 into D, that is 5. Okay, so therefore I can say a9 is equal to 9 by 2 minus 70 by 3. Okay, 35 to the 70, minus 30, 70 by 3 plus 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 5 are 40. Okay, so therefore A9 is equal to 9 by 2. Here you have to take LCM, so minus 70 plus 120 divided by 3. So note it down, then I will give you the remaining solution. Okay, let us see how to find it further. So therefore A9 is equal to 9 by 2 multiplied by, now minus 70 plus 120, that is 50 by 3. So ultimately A9 is equal to, we can cancel 3, 3s are 9, 2, 25s are 25 into 3, that is 75. So value of ninth term is 75. Please note it down. Okay, here you can see ninth 75 as well as sum of 9 terms is 75. Okay, so it happens because first term is negative and there are some negative terms. Okay, so some term which are negative and some term which are positive will cancel out. That's why we are getting sum of 9 terms as 75. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is A is equal to 8 in an AP. A is equal to 8, AN is equal to 62, SN is equal to 210. Find N and D. Okay, so we have to find how many terms are there in AP and what is the common difference. So let us start with SN or AN. AN is equal to 62, that is A plus N minus 1 into D is equal to 62. Now what is the value of A? 8. So 8 plus N minus 1, N we have to obtain and D is again we have to obtain, is equal to 62. So this is 8 plus N into D minus D is equal to 62. Okay, or ND minus D is equal to 62 minus 8. Therefore ND minus D is equal to 54. Okay, so this is the first relation between N and D. As there are two variables that we have to obtain, definitely we should have two relations between those two variables. So here is the first relation, N D minus D. Now we have Sn. Now Sn is equal to 210. So n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 210. Okay, we can do one more thing. If I use the second formula, that is n by 2 a plus an or L is equal to 210. Here I have directly the value of this. So n by 2, now a is 8, an is 62 is equal to 210. So this directly gives me the value of n. Okay, see, if I write L or an doesn't matter because nth term is 2 and we are talking about terms only. So If we are talking about 3 terms, then third term will be the last term. If we are talking about 19 terms, then 19th term will be the last term. Here we are talking about n terms, so nth term will be the last term. So I can replace L by an. So here 70, it is 210. So n is equal to 210 divided by 70 multiplied by 2, that is 6. So n is equal to 6. Therefore n is equal to 6. Okay. Now if we put the value of n over here, definitely we'll get the value of d. So let us see this part. Okay. On putting n is equal to 6 in first, we get what we get. Let us see. So 6d minus d is equal to 54. Okay, n equal to 6, so 6d minus d, that is 5d is equal to 54. Okay, so d is equal to 54 upon 5, therefore d is equal to 10.8. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Okay, next question is, how many terms of AP? See, questions or the problems are almost same, only the framing of the question is little bit different. So here next question is, how many terms of AP 9, 17, 25, 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give, sum of 636, sum of 636. Okay, so in directly what they are asking, number of terms, how many terms. So a is given, d is given, sum is given, just they are asking to find n. So here a is equal to 9, d is equal to 17 minus 9, that is 8. Okay, suppose sum of n terms is 636, or suppose n terms must be taken to give some 636, therefore Sn is equal to 636. Okay, as I am assuming sum of n term is 636, that means Sn equal to 636. Now n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 636. Now what is n that we have to obtain? By 2. 2a, that is 2 into 9, plus n minus 1 into d, that is 8. 636. Okay, now I can take 2 common from these two terms, so that I can cancel this 2, and if you don't want to take common, then take this 2 on that side. Okay, so here I am taking common because I feel it is little bit, my calculation part will be little bit easier. And if I take 2 common, so here I will get 9 in plus n minus 1 into 4. Okay, because it is 8, so by taking common 2 I will left with 4 is equal to 636. Now I can cancel this 2. So n 9 plus 4n minus 4. Okay, 4n minus 4 is equal to 636. So ultimately what I will get over here is n 9 minus 4 is 5. So 4n plus 5. 4n plus 5 is equal to 636. Now one thing, now what I have to do? Multiplication. So here I will get 4n square plus 5n minus 636 is equal to 0. So here actually I got a quadratic equation. Okay. So now I have to find the factors of this by splitting the middle term to get the value of n. So think over it for a while, then I will give its solution. Okay, now let us see its solution. See here, to split the middle term, what we have to do? We have to find the factors of this constant term multiplied by this 4, that is the coefficient of n square. So rather than multiplying and then finding factors, it's better that find their factors individually. So here finding the factors of 636. See, this is not the portion that you have to show in the solution part, but definitely I'll explain that how we got the factors and how we split the middle term using these factors. So here I can divide it by 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 1, and again it is divisible by 2. Okay, now it is not divisible by 2, but yes, it is divisible by 3. Okay, 53, it's prime number. So factors of 636 are 2 into 2 into 3 into 53. Okay, now factors of 4, that are 2 into 2. So I will include those over here. Now these are the factors. Using these factors I have to make two groups such that their sum or their difference must be 53. So if I take these all together, 2 to the 4, 2 are 8, 2 are 16 into 3, 48, and I keep this 53 alone. So 53 minus 48 is 5. So that's so 4n square plus, here I can write 53n minus 48n minus 636 is equal to 0. Now from these two I can take common n, only n. So if I take n common, what I will get? 4n plus 53. From here I can take minus 12 common. See, I don't know what common I should take, but what I know, here in the bracket definitely should be 4n, and to get 4 over here definitely I have to take 12 common. 12 common. So here it is 4n, 12 4s are 48. Okay, and here definitely you should get 53 is equal to 0. Now you can recheck whether 12 into 53 is 636 or not. So 12 3s are 36, 6 carry 3, then 12 5s are 60 plus 3 63. Yes, it is correct. Now next I'll take 4n plus 53 common. So in next bracket I'll left with n minus 12. So this is almost done, but note it down, then I will give the further solution. Okay, so next okay, here I have 4n plus 53 into n minus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore I can say 4n plus 53 is equal to 0, or n minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore n equal to minus 53 upon 4, or n is equal to 12. Now n is what? N is the number of terms. It cannot be in fraction. We can't say that 53 by 4 terms or 1 by 2 terms. Terms are always in natural. Also it cannot be negative because number of terms cannot be negative. Okay, over here n equal to 12. So definitely we'll neglect this. So our answer is 12. So here we can write number of terms cannot be negative as well as cannot be in fraction, cannot be negative, therefore n is equal to 12. It means if we take 12 terms of this AP, we'll get sum as equal to 36. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, so that is all about today's lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more questions application based on this sum of n terms of AP. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay at home.